with. But we have grand finals ready to start up, guys, which means that I think there is some sort of raffle probably happening in the chat in case it hasn't already happened. Probably want to keep your eyes out for it so you can get yourself a Hitbox GameCube adapter thingy, which is going to be, again, like we've just been talking about, in very high demand soon. But Xaro versus Penguin, grand finals for all the marbles here at the Championship Series. Broza, let's get to it. We're going to go to Merchant Port to start us off on this set.
Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Immediate with that big F tilt too. Try to control space as quickly as possible. But we see those down tilts which have been so key, and the bubbles are already in play, G-Pick.
Already we got ourselves that off stage. This is part of where Xaro found so much success in their previous set. I love the turnaround slide on that F-Strong. Just force as long of a recovery as possible. 84% too on Penguin. You gotta remember, this is pretty much death percent to an up-strong.
And think about it, man. We're already 30 seconds in. 2 big parries from Xaro already.
Yeah, what a way to set the tone for the set, right? It's just like, I still know the parry timing for you. The tech off the quick attack? Xaro, are you serious?
Wow, chef's kiss. Beautiful stuff. Oh, and you saw him run down that attempt at the parry there on the cloud.
Tech off the down. Wow. What? Penguin
recognition
was right for that.
Just the brain. The brain of Penguin.
I love top levels rivals so much, dude. Like, okay, gonna clean up the stock for stock. Xaro only 10% above Windows. Not Windows, Penguin. The Penguin is gonna keep it going.
I like that little thing there. Gets back to the stage just barely. Doesn't really get much off it. Only 18%. Penguin, once again, a little bit mixed by the side B recoveries from Xaro.
Yeah, one more. Not gonna get the sweet hit that he needs to take the stock. Okay.
Yep. Big down air into the fair. S and another.
And that's a situation where if you drift in too much, then you're getting caught by the up air. It is so hard to avoid the possibility space. Gonna catch that.
That just killed outright. 0-0 now. And it's so wild watching this too, because you get that kind of idea. It was like, all right, Penguin got this stock early. Penguin's playing really well, and then boom, just another parry from Xaro, and then immediately takes that stock.
Gonna get that parry, like you said, bros. It's all about that parry defense right now.
Ooh, ready for the down air. Great DI though. Good super high.
Yeah, the one way to get above all the bubbles. I love the patience on that recovery. Not gonna go to the puddle. Not even gonna bubble butt either. Whoa! I wasn't ready for that back air to whiff, but Xaro had a plan.
Oh, great. Gets above the bubble. And the down air.
Ooh, the back air's gonna do it.
Wow. That was such good play from both players. Penguin just barely eking out game 1. And that's, I believe, the first game Xaro's lost this tournament, or if not, maybe the second.
I am struggling to remember another one. I'll put it like that. I don't want to look at the bracket, but I think that might be the first one he's lost. Very important game win for Penguin though, because if he was to start this grand finals again on the back foot like that might just be too much. But
right, exactly.
Gets himself like breathing. He's like, okay, all the lessons I learned from the first set, they're still all here. That was scary close. I think we're in for something else here to close off this championship.
This might be a long haul. I know we're at closing in on 1 a.m. on the East Coast time, but we make sure we finish hot for you guys.
I'm gonna drink some coffee for you, man. Oh my god.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I've been up since like 6 a.m. yesterday.
Lord, 19 hours.
Yeah, it's been a great time.
Oh,
thoroughly.
God.
But I mean, great rivals is keeping me awake more than caffeine at this point. We're going to see game 2 on what is really arguably either player's counterpick here with Julesville.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's going to be another slugfest coming up. Especially, like you pointed out, in terms of how prominent the parry has been in terms of both these players and getting the upper hand on each other. It's so interesting because I feel like as rivals players develop their neutral, right, they become less and less parry reliant. So to see the highest level players now start leaning on parry, both of them, in order to find the upper edge. It's cool how cyclical strategy is in a fighting game.
And that's the biggest thing, right? I mean, you have players that are at the top of their combo game. You have players at the top of their movement. Players at the top of their neutral. It comes down to finding those individual moments of just the slightest mistake. Then a huge start once again for Penguin, man. I mean, he's looking so good right now. This may be that like Ultra Instinct Penguin we see from time to time. That's just unbeatable.
The angry Penguin, yeah. Oh, he actually lands before the back air comes out. That's gonna cost him his life. That's kind of the tricky thing for Abso when she's fighting like Orcane in neutral is she has to start her kicks so close to the ground because he's just so short in order to hit him in the face that it's possible to just kind of mess up entirely.
All right, we see the bubble placement again, and this has just been a thorn in the side of Penguin in this matchup.
It forces resources to be used every time that are normally mix-ups. And from there, that just helps the Xaro get the rest of the edge guard down. Ooh, good
Great
tech.
but still gonna cover it. Still gonna cover it.
Like it says a lot about both of them that like Penguin is so ready to cover that, both in terms of Penguin planning out ahead of time and also just knowing that Xaro's gonna do that so consistently that he's gonna need to bring that out.
All right, big push here. And now looking at 72%. Big back air. Yep, just go ahead and teleport to the other side of the stage. Best call possible. Get back to center. Try again.
Set up those bubbles under the platform. No back air finisher. Barely whiffs, but I'm looking at the percent here, and even though Xaro took that stock 110%, like that kick almost killed, and that was a really good DI.
Big down tilt. Only 18, though.
Oh my god, that angle was so tricky.
And now you just get to hang out over here. Yeah. You just, I mean, that is just the hardest situation there because you get stuck in such a bad angle that you have to pray that you might get that one frame where you get back on the stage, or you see Penguin already looming on the other side above your puddle. Like you're just screwed at that point.
I literally don't think anybody was ready to DI exactly what happened because that was a Nair going to center stage and then Penguin turnaround down tilted. Like who is DIing down tilt in that situation when you get caught with that Nair? Right?
Not me, not you, and clearly not Xaro either.
Yeah, like that is not an option. That's on the secret menu, right? Like I didn't realize that this was a possibility here, and now I want it.
That's that down tilt with animal sauce.
Yeah, seriously. Oh man, Penguin gonna go up 2-0 now against Xaro. On the verge of resetting the bracket here. Gonna be going to higher capital.
How many times have we seen this, G-Pick? Go ahead and roll it, Steven. How many times have we seen this where, like, Penguin just starts moving a little bit faster, a little bit smarter, a little bit harder to hit, and you just can't figure him out. I mean, anyone has had this problem. Cake Assault has had trouble figuring out Penguin when he's at this level. Xaro has trouble figuring out this Penguin at any level. And every other player in between just gets to a point where Penguin is unbeatable. What a phenomenal start from Xaro, though, making me immediately eat my words with a 25-second stock, blathering all the way up on these side flats.
That was incredible. Xaro, yeah, already lapping Penguin. Looking to keep it up. Really good DI on that kick. Put himself in a tough spot to keep going. No way. Is he going to get a second stock? Waits. Doesn't get the down strong punish. Gets himself all the... He was out of F-Tilt 2 range?
Is there such a thing?
I have learned that exists in normal rivals.
Dash attack there. Penguin still not got it. Oh my god. That's the first time we've seen him do that this entire tournament. That quick attack cancel into the down air. Such a beautiful setup. And then pulling it out of that ace as that ace in the hole at the perfect time.
Yeah. The thing is, though, he's still at 110%. This is still Xaro in a really good position. It's just 1 frame 7 away. Here we go. A full stock in the lead. No. No. Not like that.
This.
Not after such amazing play. I don't want to see it be even because of that. That sucks. So unfortunate.
Oh, man. Oh man, and now, I mean, like, you have the momentum of Penguin, you have the loss of that SD as well. I mean, you gotta think about what's in the mind of Xaro right now.
Especially this edge guard that's happening, that he's gotta wake up to. Xaro's trying to make it work. Stays down to the ground to avoid the Thunder Line. No way! Still alive barely, but being able to catch Arcane's face during down tilt? That is such a tiny hitbox.
How smart was that bubble pop from him, too? Allowing himself a little bit of freedom of movement to get back to the stage. Uh-oh. This is anyone's game right now, though, even at 83. Oh my god! The Cloud to interrupt the upstrong, which would have guaranteedly killed, leading into the 3-0 from Penguin. After getting 3-0'd himself, getting handed a dirty 30 in winners finals, now handing it right back, and we got ourselves a reset.
Oh my god, that's I'm just thinking in terms of just how close all of this is turning into between the two of them. The fact that Xaro, like, he is getting everything back on the same page, right? Like, there was that SD, but like, if he doesn't have an SD moment like that in the rest of this set, like, who knows what's gonna happen, because it became a last hit game anyway, even with it. So, yep. I don't know, man. I think we're gonna just get everything just coming in one at a time here. We have ourselves.
That's the best way to do it. I was actually going to ask for this going forward. SBS on the cutting edge of stream running, as we would expect. Now we're going to be seeing it one game at a time. We're going to have just as much surprise as you are, guys. This is going to be game one of the reset. 5 games left maximum between these players. Well, I don't even know if we'll see it, though. I mean, set 1 was a 3-0, set 2 was a 3-0 in the other direction, but we're going to find out who takes that pivotal swing in game 1 when we go to Merchant Port.
Okay. Both of them start the same way they started last time, just tossing out the projectiles immediately. But Xaro actually starting a little bit more aggressive, right? Immediately leaping into Penguin's space, trying to start off his own tech chase as soon as possible. But Penguin, once again, finding his way back thanks to that Cloud. Wow! Getting back on time to set up a parry? Nice.
I actually like the aggressive start here from Xaro, though. Even it hasn't worked out super well just yet. I feel like he might have given Penguin a little bit too much time in the first set of Grands, whereas he was a little bit more aggressive in Winners Final. So let's see if this pays off for him and has allowed him to change his fortune.
Stay out of range of the Cloud. Good maneuvering there, catching the double jump. Ooh! I was wondering whether or not the explosion was gonna hit Xaro 2 on top of everything else. No way! Oh man!
Stairway to heaven, no stairs needed.
Just a stock for stock within like 5 seconds, you know. Just
as one would expect.
Yes. Looks for the up tilt and still keeps the chase up going afterwards.
Ooh, unfortunate bubble bomb there.
It catches right after that side special as well. But it is Arcane, Xaro rather. It's getting himself a slight edge. See how careful he is to stall, and then use that teleport too as his last minute as a mix-up.
Great TI out on the jab, doesn't get caught by the down tilt. That would have been a really tough situation. Now still trying to find his way back into a pretty strong hold of neutral.
Ooh, not gonna get the full tech chase, gonna force to just get that tilt too. Almost
tech there.
Beautiful.
A beautiful punish. And that's actually going to give him the lead from that too. GPIC, you look awestruck after that.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely... I only figure out what they're doing about 2 seconds after they do it, you know? It's... they're doing some good stuff. Gonna carry it along, get just out of range of the Thunder Line. That's a bubble butt.
Xaro getting a good chunk of damage on this last stock, though.
I love how careful Xaro was with how he was pressuring Penguin after that SL2, because he saw the Cloud and he just didn't want to be in that area. So it's just all bubbles, all projectiles, just tack on that damage in that way so he doesn't get popped up into something lethal.
Ooh, that raw dare so good.
No way!
Look at this pressure.
He's playing around Thunderline so well. Like he's either always moving
Zero
around.
concern. Yep.
Yeah, or he knows he's starting it up, but I'm close enough to get to him before he can actually hit me with it. And like
beautiful stuff there, and what a change in momentum after what was just a cataclysmic game 3 for Xaro in set 1. Now with a 2-stock in the beginning of set 2 here.
I think that was like 5 or 6 Thunder Lines in a row that Xaro played around perfectly, either just getting out of the way, or more importantly, understanding just how to get the most value out of each of those positions. Because if you're having trouble parrying the move consistently online, which is an issue with like a lot of different characters, recognizing where do I put myself to cover as much as possible is such an important skill that, like, even in an offline environment, even though you're going to be able to parry a lot more consistently there, being able to understand a situation, to pick out what options get you the most benefit, that's a skill you can still take with you offline. It's going to pay off differently, but that's such a good way to develop it here, and we see that so often with both of these players. That's why they get here so consistently, is they're able to play that game regardless of what their connection quality is with their opponent. It's
absolutely
really, yeah.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself. That's a great breakdown. Even if it's just a niche situation, you can apply that to a lot of different sequences as well. I mean, you look at, Edalus Ice or Crag Rock, but, let's go back.
Crack side special too, but yeah, let's get back to the set.
Absolutely. Yeah, and we're going to go to Treetop Lodge. So many times we've seen that as a counter pick so far this tournament for Penguin. Let's see if it pays off for him here.
We did see Xaro do some really good work on this stage himself as well, so this might end up being really close to even.
See Penguin lurking underneath that side plat with that up tilt too. Xaro well aware, doesn't give it to him once.
Xaro spacing out a lot of these clouds, not running into any of them. Finally gets caught though on the run up. Penguin not giving up that same spacing he's been using for all of them. So again, Penguin forced to take his time to deal with that bubble. Not gonna get the up air this time. Penguin DI's out of it.
Great cloud pop there to give himself a little bit of coverage as he comes back to stage. However, he is at very dangerous percents. That was phenomenal DI, but it still wasn't enough. Xaro with a huge lead right now.
The thing that was so impressive was that was like 3 seconds of neither of them throwing in an attack, and then Xaro immediately parries the forward air. Like, he was still ready the one moment that Penguin wanted to go in. Xaro's being carried off a little bit, caught over the cloud, just prioritizes getting out of the way. Up air's gonna do it. Yep, plenty of time to get that to follow up. Only 12% on Penguin.
Man, some things stay the same, brother.
Oh boy. Uh-oh. This is such a scary...
Oh my god. That was disgusting. He has not been touched in so long, GPIC. Still sitting at that 18%.
Oh boy. Down tilt to down strong. Gonna just set up a shield of bubbles, but Penguin's able to outlast all of them.
That was... I'm still flabbergasted by those turnaround F tilts. Great stall there.
Ooh. Once again, another chance for pressure. This time, finding a few more chips of damage. He's gonna need the salsa of a kill move if he wants to get this stock. Oh!
Okay, no, not quite. And now Xaro gets back to center. Penguin's still pretty firmly in control, but he's got to find a way to get that hit, man.
It's so stressful because between the frame 6 kick and the frame 7 down strong, you know that suddenly they can just die. There we go.
Just like that. Big hits already. Nice nair into the back air.
Yeah, really good follow-up. Oh boy.
Tilt. Yep. Oh, okay. Looks like he might have been going for another up tilt there.
We have the nair coming out. Sweet hit of back air, closing it out. 59% on Xaro's last stock.
Oh man. Ooh. And then the slow walk out of the realm of danger there from Penguin. So quick and so smart. Big kicks here. Nice nair bounce.
Yeah, get out of the way of the platform so he doesn't get caught by up tilt. Xaro backing up, using those bubbles to just keep that range pressure as he can, especially because we don't really see any parries coming out from Penguin to deal with this, so just keep on all that pressure.
Look at that there. He was in position already to cover Penguin coming in above those bubbles too. So smart. We're looking at like relatively evenish percents as far as kill percents are. So safe right now from Xaro, just barely avoiding those hits.
It's so close though. Penguin's just been pixeled every time. There it is. up air.
Finally.
If Pixel's up air problem, Absa has up air, right? Then you don't need to worry about Pixels, right?
I think you're a little bit safer at that point. Really, it's fine. We're good.
Yeah. That like Xaro was like just running from death, just barely. So much of the back half of that game. Penguin just kind of more and more dominant as things went on, and it was just like a couple kicks just barely not lining up. The one thing that like comes to mind too is just like Xaro near the end too seemed to have a bit of trouble like really chaining together solid like low percent like combo strings, right? Like he'd land like a down tilt and maybe like another hit, and it felt like Penguin was already finding a way to escape from that. And
we saw the weighted damage there between the percent on that last stock just really start to scale into Penguin's favor.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go to Neo Fire Capital here for Game 3. We saw this almost pay off for Xaro in Set 1. We'll see if he can actually maintain that momentum here now when coming back to this stage.
What was it, the staircase combo off the platforms? That was so crazy. What? Huh? Okay.
Doesn't hit all the time.
Not everybody has a back tilt.
Oh no. Oh no! Not even on the screen, and Penguin knows where that sweet spot is.
Yeah, I think that was the up air that caught there. But it's still that terrifying corner, right? Like, all he needs is a single tap, and then he's gonna hit you with two of the strongest moves in Apps's kit. So, like...
Right. Because, like, I mean, up air or forward air, either one is gonna be a stock.
Yeah. Oh, doesn't get the parry, and instead Xaro gets a whole stock for that. Alright. Xaro fighting his way back in after a bit of a shaky opening for himself.
Very nice extensions here from Penguin. However, Xaro finally getting one of those quick initial hits there. It's been a couple times now that he's went for that hydroplane to F smash, and it has not paid off for him. He's got to be careful with that. Penguin can easily take that to his stock, as we've already seen.
Getting up. Okay, I respect the hell out of Xaro just air dodging away there, right? Like, that is just a situation you want no part of. Getting the parry punish, though, and Penguin up like half a stock now.
Yeah, it doesn't get the tear droplet to hit Penguin or put in position so he can set up bubbles. However, he does keep this edge guard going for a little bit longer. Not going to be a stock there off of that parry, but he's going to put him on the other side of the stage and see how he can come back.
Mm-hmm. Down to the furthest corner. We see Xaro fishing. Finds it finally. Third time's the charm.
Frame 7.
Mm-hmm. That's perfect.
All right, 51 to 15 now. There's another one of those strongs that don't quite paid off, and now Penguin has control of the neutral.
I'm surprised that Xaro disengaged, but I guess it makes sense. You don't want to be above Penguin when he recovers to the stage.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
103 to 55. Can he finish it off here? No, doesn't get the up air. Rare miss from Penguin. Great DI mix up from Xaro.
Okay, Xaro's actually putting himself within striking distance for this game. He's that oh my gosh, that was an up strong. That's gonna be it though. Yep. So that
DI out, you get hit by fair. DI in, you get hit by up air. Penguin ready to react to either.
The thing that's scary is it's not even just the fair, right? When you get hit with jab at the ledge, there's a chance that Absa just down tilts. And
you
if
just
you DI out
that way.
Yeah, so like the mix-up is like, is it fair? Is it F tilt or down tilt? And there's lethal confirms both ways. So or just down tilt kills you outright, you know? Like it's really, really scary. And
go ahead and let you guys know there was a mix-up between the players regarding DSR. We're going to see a different score at the top of the screen, but please keep in mind it is still 2 games to Penguin, 1 game to Xaro. Next win for Penguin wins the tournament and the series finale. Let's see if maybe, just maybe, Xaro can force us a game 5 here in set 2.
Xaro got really, really close to winning that previous game, man. It's so tough to tell with these two guys. Let's see what happens. Already starting off with some good stage presence. Getting a bunch of bubbles. Not able to keep it going, though.
Yeah, quick 50, but not really a firm control over anything, though. And that's kind of what we've been talking about, right? Where Xaro, like, for the most part, it seems like, has only been able to get some more stray hits than continued hits. Great jab there.
Yeah, I also love the wave dash back afterwards too. When like Penguin realized combo's done, I'm gonna try to just like keep him in the corner.
Wow, Penguin just moving at a different speed right now, G-Pick.
Beautiful.
Ooh,
okay.
What a pickup though.
Yeah, just catching the head of the quick attack and getting everything off of it. Xaro though still at a pretty scary percent. Finds himself again another chain. Oh boy. Yeah, that was a rare misconnect between a ping pong and a back air.
Xaro looking pretty comfortable in this counter pick though.
Yeah, like especially at this point because he has the stock lead, he can like stand to be like projectiled by Absa for a little bit. Not when you deal with the Thunder Line though, but everything else.
Okay, almost in position to cover that side B. Not quite. Gonna take a little bit of damage here for that.
Both these guys just leaning so hard on their projectile play, playing so non-committal. They recognize what's at stake here. Beautiful.
Great DI, constantly ready for that.
Oh boy.
And again, Xaro not ready for that stall.
Oh my god, he's dead.
Oh, just off of the last hit of that Nair, Penguin just phenomenal placement.
That entire chain was wild. 145% though means that Penguin needs to be so careful. Like, if he drops a combo, down strong will kill him. We see that right there!
But G-Pick, man, I mean, is this going to be it there? Are we going to see, like, you know, finally Angry Penguin, Ultra Instinct Penguin, like, we're like to 54 already, still not dying at 166, 172 now. Finally now off the bottom instead of off the top, but Xaro is 60% on him, and Penguin on arguably his favorite stage in Jules Vale.
Okay. Uh-oh. Back air. Stage presence, 83%. Living Bomb, not gonna set it up. But it keeps going. Stand off stage.
Only 20%, man.
This is tough. This is looking so hard. And Galaxy with the cloud. And with that, Penguin takes the Rivals Online Championship Series, winning over his rival Xaro at the very end, coming all the way through losers and winning in the winner. And after the reset, it was like a 3-1 victory. Amazing stuff by Penguin to close.